Greetings, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm SF Johnnie, Seriously Focused Johnnie. You are now tuning in to Difficult People Chronicles. Today's episode is called The Message. What do they want? This episode is an identifier. Basically, whoever the culprit is has this characteristic that they're using to be in position so they can attach themselves to someone because that someone is receiving something from God, and the culprit wants to be in position to receive it too, if that makes sense. So I was driving down going to New York, right? And I said to myself, listen to this last episode, The Message. That is who they are. And the reason why I said that to myself, because originally I was going to turn on the gospel music, but then I said, you know what? No, I need to listen to that message because I feel like there's something I'm missing. And I was kind of annoyed with myself because I said maybe I should have held back on the episode, but then I said, let me just put it out there. And I said, whatever comes to me, I'll just tell it to you all, you know, in either the next week or the week after or whenever, right? I listened to the episode again. When I was driving, like I tell you all the time, I always ask certain things like, what does this mean? What do they want? Who are these people? Why are they hiding? What's going on? Sometimes I go to God in prayer, and sometimes I just be asking myself these questions. But when I went to ask this question, I was like, what do they want? You know, I asked the question, but it was someone else that was going through a similar situation because it was myself, another person, and someone else. But the other person who was going through it, I haven't spoken to them in a minute, so I can't even tell you what the end of their story. The other person who's going through it, we communicate quite often, and their story, every time I talk to them, is getting more interesting, more and more. As for me, I'm done with that person. So I just was like curious after I heard, I finished talking to this person the night before. I was just like, what do they want? I turned on the episode, the message, that is who they are. And all of a sudden, it went into a second commercial. And then I lost my train of thought. Like something came to me, lost my train of thought. And I was just like, God restore X, Y, and Z. And I continued listening to that whole episode, and then it got to the end. And then what came to me is that they are trying to attach themselves to someone's wealth. So then I got to my destination, and I was reading a book. It's a book I've been reading for a minute. This book I pick up, I put down because every time I read like one or two page, something comes to me and it's a lot, and then I put it down. So I started the book in January, and now I'm in the middle of the book. That's how deep the book is, and then it's about habits, but messages be coming to me. So when I picked up the book, all I saw was the word wealth. And then I said, there it go again. And then, like, towards the end of the day, what came to me was, it's not money. But then I said, how could it not be money and it's wealth? And then I thought about it. I said, what other words go with wealth? And then I thought about it. Wealth of knowledge. Wealth of wisdom. And then my spirit felt some kind of way. And then I said, that's what it is. So let me explain. When I was driving, I always, like I said, asked certain questions. And when that came to me, that they are trying to attach to someone's wealth, I'm going to say this. Whoever this is for, This person or people or whoever are jealous, they hate, they envy. The person they are trying to attach to, they are overly, these culprits are overly nice. And in a split second, they will switch up their attitude. I'm reading my notes. They feel that the gifts of the other person can solve their problem. Not everything is from the devil. They are going to go through their same hardship, accident, sickness because they haven't learned their lesson. And the lesson that they need to learn is within, it's a part of their characteristic. So that evil face that that whoever sees, God is telling them to change and they not even thinking about it. They not thinking about changing. They thinking about who can I go to solve my problems. But I know that I'm gonna have to show a different face in order to get what I want. For some reason, with me, overly nice people turn me off. Like I can sense a person who genuinely admires someone, genuinely is kind, genuinely is nice. The word is genuinely, but overly nice, it makes me raise an eyebrow. Cause I know that when people are overly nice and they doing too much, that's what we call it. We call it they doing too much. I always say, what do they want? Sometimes, whatever these people want, they know you are gonna say no, especially if you see who they really are, because they cannot hide that face forever. And for you to say yes, where their overly niceness turns to aggression and abusive behavior, and they start acting rather strange, they know, they know that they got to use force to get a person to say yes because they know you're going to say no. But they want you to be in a compromising position where you compromise your beliefs or your well being and say yes. Now, in the last episode, the message that is who they are, I talked about it being one individual, a group of two, or a whole group. Whatever they come at another person with is going to be confusion. Where they're saying things, the other person is getting confused, and the other person realized that one plus one is not equaling two. Because whatever the culprit is saying is not adding up. They give in manipulation tactics to get what they want. They want, like I said, is gonna be is gonna be confusing because they're gonna be talking around in circles. They just want you to say yes to whatever it is. There's not gonna be clarity. And if the person says yes, boundaries will be destroyed. There will be manipulation, and they're gonna turn just like that. Like I said, they are trying to attach themselves to what is either coming your way or you already have. That is God given. And like I said, when it comes to wealth, it is not money off the back. It can be, let's say, a person is single and about to get married, and them getting with another person is going to be skills and ideas combined that equates to generational wealth. It could be a person getting inherited property where the other party don't have anything and they don't want to work for anything. But like I said, it's wealth. It could be wealth of knowledge, wealth of wisdom, because these people, they got a lot of problems in their life. and they need somebody that's going to help them solve it. And they don't care if they bring the baggage on your doorstep. They don't care if they stress you out. They don't care if they put you in debt. They don't care if they put you in the hospital. They want to attach themselves because they know you can help solve their problems, and they don't care if they kill you to get you to solve their problems. hmm Understand where you can help others, but not that person with the hidden hate. In other words, you have something that can help others, but that particular person is a wolf in sheep's clothing. You can't help them. They have a hidden hate. So they're going to see the right opportunity to turn on you. So another thing that came to me was a person being sheep amongst wolves. hmm But this person, after so long, is going to walk through the door, and they're going to walk through the door with other sheep. And that wolf that's trying to attach to them is not going to be able to attach because everybody is going to see who they are. And whatever gift this person have, God is about to bless them with other things. Yep. So the face you see is who they are. And their time, whoever these people are, is about to be up, where they go back to square one. First Peter 5:8-9. Be sober minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion seeking whom he could devour. Resist him firm in your faith, knowing that the same kinds of suffering are being experienced by your brotherhood throughout the world. Pay attention to who they are. No matter how much they try to hide that face, God is going to show you who they are. They're being exposed. Look for the signs. Be sober minded. Here's some things I want y'all to understand. Whoever the culprit is, they may have money issues, losing money because of a bad investment. And maybe you are knowledgeable in problem solving or some kind of financial whatever. Like you understand financial hardship and you've helped people get out of it. Or it could be one person in a group, and that one person is carrying the whole group of wolves. But that group is trying to go to the next level with that one person, and that one person is struggling. And this person knows, I feel like it's a guy, he knows they phony. He sees that face all the time. But he feels like he could get to the next level with these same group of people. And these same group of people are wolves. And he's struggling. hmm If it's one person, one culprit, this one culprit is going to try to hold on to that other person for dear life. But whatever it is, the culprit is going through another cycle. Same cycle, different date, different time frame. Same cycle. I'm going to give you two examples that I can talk about. So, the first example is with me. Someone kept going through a threatening life situation, and I prayed for the person. And then the person started acting like, it's kind of like, oh, I don't need you no more. Pfft, I got what I want. And God said they haven't learned their lesson. They're going to go through it all over again. So when I saw this person was in that situation that they was in three times already. Three times already. And I was just like, wow, did you not see yourself going through a spiritual warfare like three times? That's a pattern. But I prayed, Hmm. With the person was broken, like crying, snot, looking like they couldn't breathe. And then after God did his work, then all of a sudden they went back to being evil. I met this person through somebody, and somebody was like, "Oh, Johnny, can you such and such and such?" And I said, "Okay, cool." And then I stepped away, and when I saw the person at a distance, it was like that's who they are. The reason why they going through what they going through. So what it is that when they go through this hardship, other people don't want to help that person. I mean, life threatening situation. Other people don't want to help that person because of who that person is. And you know, God, a lot of people would say, well, not even would say, a lot of people said to me, well, why did you pray for that person and all that other stuff? Sometimes God will send you to do his work. He'll say, do this or go here and do this. And you are to follow his instructions. Why? Because you are the lesson for someone else and they don't see it. But what came to me is that person going to go through it all over again. And I don't know if that person will be able to be here on this earth to recover because they trifling. So whatever's going on with them, they think it's somebody else doing to them, and it's not. It's something within themselves that they need to change. The other situation that I can talk about is a person being single. Some people are single because they rather wait on God. Some people are single because they just choose to be single. And some people are single because of their attitude. And this person is single because of that characteristic inside of them that is evil. And they think that they the nicest person in the world, but they're really not. So when this person came to me about whatever was going on, I was just like, you know, you giving that other party too much, too much credit when after you told me how the person is with the evil face, now you could say why they single. Because what it is that this person gets into a relationship and they turn evil. When they're in the dating process, they the nicest person in the world, going out on dates and doing all this other stuff, going extra and beyond, the flowers, the dinner. And then as soon as it's like engraved in stone where they become boyfriend and girlfriend, this person changes. And then just like that, the relationship goes up in flames. And I said to that other person, it's not you, it's that other person. Yeah, it's the other person. So I want y'all to think about whoever this is for. When you come in contact with phony people, even if you work with phony people that have that other face and whatever, they trying to attach themselves to something. Call it what it is, use you, whatever it is. Yeah, they trying to attach to something. The thing that I would say, this is not new news to anybody of how people in this world act. But the thing is that nowadays people try to attach to people, and then when people say no, back away from me, it becomes a situation where you're trying to fight for your life because these people don't want to detach. They don't want to leave you alone. They become narcissists. Try to violate your peace, destroy your boundaries. So know what it is up front. Don't say I didn't tell you about it. That's it for today. Check me out on YouTube, like, subscribe, click the notification, check out my store. All the links is underneath. For suggested topics, email me sfj.peace@gmail.com. Have a blessed week, y'all. Stay cool. Love me more and I love you more. Later.